Hey guys, how's it going? I'm here with another tip for beginners at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. This tip is really going to be focused on what type of guard should a beginner of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu be focusing on. There's a lot of guards that you can play in Jiu-Jitsu and you can practice in Jiu-Jitsu, but for a beginner, for a white belt, for a blue belt, what guard should they really focus on? And I'm of the opinion that I think there are three critical guards that you want to learn at the early belts and you really want to get comfortable with because out of those three guards, the rest of the more advanced guards start to appear. So I think number one is closed guard. Number two would be butterfly guard, and number three would be half guard. And if you think about it, closed guard, it's pretty much what really distinguishes Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu from a lot of the other grappling styles that are out there. The intricacies of closed guard, how it allows you to be able to defend when you're in a bad position, being on the bottom. And from closed guard, really what can occur? Well, let's say that your opponent stands up or they pass you or they start to pass you. You can transition then into a butterfly guard. And then worst case scenario from there, they flatten you out. You can go into a half guard and work your way back up, and the whole process can start over from there. But I would say for a beginner, you guys want to really be focusing on your closed guard game, your butterfly guard game, and a half guard game. And when I say that, I'm not talking about mastering every single piece of those guards, because that can take, your whole entire jiu-jitsu journey to get that down. But you do want to understand the basics of each guard, why those guards work, what situations you want to be using those guards in, and when to transition out of those guards and into another guard. I think that's a big thing that gets missed when newer students are learning the guards, is that you're never sort of really given a context of when this guard is, when is it good to use this guard? When should I transition into a butterfly guard? When should I go back into closed guard? When is half guard a good option? It's sort of amazing because I think knowing those critical things can save a lot of headache later on. Especially when your coach is maybe, trying to coach you while you're sparring against your partner and they're telling you, hey, get back into this guard, get back into that guard. And, you're sort of there, you're just starting, you don't know what's going on, somebody's trying to crush you. And you're just like, wait, how do I get back into this guard? Oh, yeah, that's right, I could have put him into this guard, but I missed that opportunity. So it's good to sort of know ahead of time, which guard to use at what time to use. So those would be the three guards that I would spend my time focusing on: closed guard, butterfly guard, and half guard. As you're starting out your jiu-jitsu career, you get a couple of moves from each position, understand what's going on in each position, and where you have to be in relation to where your opponent is. And if you work those three, by the time you get into the middle part of blue belt, into your purple belt, you'll then see that it's much easier to start to transition into the more advanced guard games that are out there. Guys, as always, follow me on Instagram, follow me on YouTube. I'm going to be having technique videos on each of those guards that I just mentioned and some of the small details that go along with those guards, so stay tuned for that.